the first medals of the ongoing 2024 Olympics have been won and lost. The Nigerian contingent is taking part in the 4-yearly event. From Paris, we're now being joined by our own Arise correspondent, Aron, Akerejola, who's standing by to keep us updated. Good morning, comment ça va, Monsieur Aron?
Yeah, bonjour to you.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Ça va bien, merci, by the way.
Voilà.
Yes, ça va bien, merci. So,
talk to us about Paris and where we are. We know that the competition has started. We're hearing stuff about Nigerian losing, about technical suspension in some. Tell us what's going on. First, on a general note, and then secondly, as it affects our own team, Nigeria. In which areas you will expect that Nigeria will perform well? Aron.
All right. Good morning to you, Steve. Good morning to you, Adesua and OG also. Let's get it started. And I'll not forget to share it on there. Okay, let's get it started. Of course, the opening ceremony for this particular 2024 Paris Olympics started off not on the best of notes, but I must say that the French doing what the French know how to do with their own style and interpreting art and culture the way they usually try to interpret art and culture, but heavily being misrepresented the world over, because what has been lingering from the opening ceremony was what they call tableau vivant, which is supposed to be a living picture, so to speak, and Christians around the world, including Elon Musk, have actually tweeted about this, and it has sparked great outrage as a mockery of Christianity and the Last Supper. But if you look deep into their culture, they will tell you that their tableau vivant is part of the culture whereby actors and actresses actually pose for still pictures, live still pictures, and that was what they were trying to depict. But moving away from the games and all the controversy, we know that as it stands right about now, 32 events, 28 core that has always been a constant in the Olympics, 4 of them being put in by the Paris Olympics, and we are expecting 329 events from those 32 sports to deliver medals all around. As it starts right now, you said some are losing, some are winning. Of course, here at the start of France, we saw several teams actually fall by the wayside. But I must tell you that Australia are leading the chasing pack as we speak. Top of the totem pole at the moment, followed by China, the USA, and the host France coming in 4th. So those are the top 4 teams in terms of medals. At the moment, we'll be expecting so much to actually come in. And I must tell you, you can hear sirens blaring around. Heavy security have got a chopper just patrolling around the city of Paris here. We know that 16 cities in France will be hosting the Olympics, including the French pollution. I must say this, speaking about the cities, is the fact that later on today, the Super Falcons will be hoping to banish that particular result that actually came between themselves and the Brazilian national team, which they lost the opening game in the football for the women's event. They'll be hoping to claw that one back against football world champions, talking about Spain. And let's see what actually happens. At the moment, not so much from Team Nigeria. Our sweetest sport, our strongest suit, our favorite sport has to be athletics, and athletics is still down the line. But for now, we will be lagging behind, and we will be among the teams, the 206 teams participating, that will be back of the totem pole, and more importantly, maybe in oblivion until athletics kicks in and we'll begin to see the results. But we're expecting so much from wrestling, we're expecting so much from badminton. The captain of Team Nigeria, Anu Okpeyori, is looking like he can deliver one. Table tennis is off to a good start, but it's going to be difficult. Aron and the rest of the table tennis team know that they will need to defeat the Chinese, who see table tennis and some other sports as their own personal preserve. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, not looking good for Team Nigeria. Very, very, very slow start to the Olympics.
And Aron, well done. But next time we talk, I want you to deliver this full interview in French. Well, let's talk about, the first training session that was cancelled in the river scene for the triathlon, where athletes, of course, scheduled to go take that practice, but had to be cancelled because of following the rains. We're seeing pollution of the water. Has there been any announcements made to us that, seeing as that's going to be a huge portion of the Olympic Games going forward?
That has been a big problem. I must actually say, before, during, and after, we had the mayor actually swim that particular river to ensure that it was safe. There have been talks about E. coli. There have been huge health hazards and health risk and health red flags when it comes to that particular triathlon and those that will be participating in that particular river. But they said they're still monitoring it as it goes on. They are still trying to see how they can put the athletes in a very good stead and not endanger the athletes or get them or probably have them get contaminated by anything there. But E. coli is the big one that everyone is talking about and everyone is afraid of. But I must tell you that the Paris local organizing committee are quite confident that they can prepare enough to have that particular event go through. But for now, everyone is still holding out, keeping their fingers crossed and just looking with bated breath that maybe one particular event in this Olympic might be scuttled. No thanks to health.
Merci beaucoup, Aron.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much. Well, we'll be rooting for you and, of course, Team Nigeria. We hope to see you again soon.